Oh, perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What are you gonna drink it?
Oh yeah.
That's bad luck if you don't drink your cheers.
Yeah. It is a beautiful day in
In the neighborhood.
October, and October the 26th. So
My gosh, time flies.
yeah,
What the heck? It feels like
suddenly having the sun again, that felt very amazing.
yeah.
It felt like it's a kind of a big day, big energy.
Yeah, we
So
were in a little bit of a cocoon this past week. It was a little chilly since
yeah,
been
we
more
kind of
inside.
it has been some energy uh, coming in.
Yeah.
It is kind of the beginning of the retreat to renewal retreat. So it's like a renewal of the retreat in a way. We kind of had a renewal retreat, but now we have a retreat renewal. So it's a new energy. We kind of are coming in with, it's coming in, kind of claiming a space. It's kind of the birth of Maitreya. It's kind of the birth of the divine energy coming in. So it is a new day, a new teaching coming in. It is kind of moving. It's the space has kind of opened so that the power dynamics that has kind of been on Earth for the last like 100,000 years, or
100,000.
100 or 1,000, 100,000,
A long time.
a long time, kind of been
A long time of hell.
that has been the focus. So we've been kind of used to getting sucked into these attention seekers, like people screaming or a dog or different, or somebody inviting for a birth. Like there's all these attention grabbers.
Yeah.
So that's how we've been kind of seduced, so to speak, about when we get into life, we get seduced into different, tribes and
distractions,
and that has also been perfect. We kind of at that time that was where we had to be because we didn't necessarily know any better, or there wasn't time to awaken, kind of how it is now, where we have
you mean just to like walk up and exit stage left kind of thing from like the BS, like from like I don't know 10 15 1,000 years ago, 100 years ago, like would that just be like a crazy person who would just be like peace out?
Well, before they just exited left, kind of you just went into a cave or just left.
Yeah,
we're not really that. We're coming into the suburbs. We're kind of we're not doing just like hiding in the mountains or a mountaintop or like in the woods. We're kind of still,
or in a loft in the city.
right? Like having the body, you have to kind of embrace all of life, So it's not just about this escape, kind of. It is kind of coming in and becoming fully human, so to speak. We've kind of been stuck in not wanting. We have kind of been escaping being human. We kind of been judging it and feeling that it's not correct for us to
just like follow the rules.
Yeah, and we felt like that everybody kind of feels like they are a slave of a system of this and that, and the false matrix and all these kind of matrices. It sounds beautiful, but it also kind of creates like a victim story, really, instead of actually like claiming in. And that's where sometimes a dog can bark, or like bees or other stuff. They sense the present. They sense that there is a different kind of energy coming in, so everybody can be a little bit like, what, when the birthing happens, like kind of when we birthed our daughter, then it was like everybody wants to be there right
away.
Yeah, because people are used to, when they feel energy, they just want it unconsciously. They just want to have it. So when the vine is born, that is kind of different. It has to come from kind of a sovereignty,
Hmm.
like a grown-upness where you can't be afraid. You can't do it from fear. You can't just do it from neediness. It has to be like, well, it is here and there's a connection and I feel called and it is happening. It's kind of almost happening in spite of what we do. It's
Yeah.
not a meditation, it's not these, but it's kind of a showing up and saying like,
Use me, God.
what?
Use me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's there to
That's
be
what
like,
Gracie called me to tell me. She's like, you the use me thing.
yeah, being
Yeah.
kind of
Being
God's
a
servant in a
God's
way,
servant.
right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of yeah, everybody will feel it, and usually we kind of feel it and then we get like, oh, I'm uncomfortable with like what. Usually when we feel something, it feels like, oh, it feels like an itch. What's wrong? Something must be wrong.
Yeah. Is it just like a correction or like a
Well, it's like
adjustment?
yeah, exactly, adjustments will feels
Like you did something wrong.
yeah, because
Because
it
it has to be shifted.
yeah, to awaken is kind of uncomfortable because it is something
Yeah.
that is just we're not used to.
Yeah.
So the unusable, the unusual, unusual.
Well, I'm thinking is like now like David in the Old Testament. Like he was just a shepherd boy
Yeah,
and then he just became like a great warrior.
yeah. But as it happens, like yeah, that's where
Ooh.
yeah the bee is coming in. That's where like we're kind of talking about it, but people probably won't just some discover it now, other people down the
Yeah.
line because people have kind of entrenched themselves in different stuff. It takes time to kind of they feel something is going on,
Yeah.
but they don't necessarily know how that works.
I know.
And it's perfect because in a way, Maitreya represents the teacher coming in, but in a way, everybody now is a teacher.
Yeah.
So it is the perfect time to come out because everybody now claims to be the teacher. And
Well,
everybody wants to teach because everybody
yeah.
wants to feel important.
Or it's like everyone in a way like I feel like it's also like a part of like this like world we're living in now post um 2020 is that like like before not everyone was necessarily online. I feel like until 2020 and now it's like you know you have to kind of show up as like this expert.
Yeah. So in a way, 2020 really kind of awakened a lot. That was when the energy really came in.
Yeah.
You know, and then people felt it, and then people are, wanted to fight it or wanted to claim it and wanted to know it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Just like now, there was like all this noise, and then suddenly it calms down, kind of. So it's kind of like everybody's like, well, there's so much fighting and dispute and all stuff. Yeah, but gradually, when you allow yourself to be with it, suddenly it will start to calm down, and you will start to notice the
Yeah.
peace or the heaven on earth kind of energy, where you can start to like realize that yeah, you can live anywhere, and people
Even
are
with
like,
like a crying baby or like crazy neighbors or
yeah,
something. Yeah. I think 2020 did prepare me to be more of a mother to like because before I just hated like noise everywhere. Like it was just like
yeah,
it would just give me like give me the spins. Now it's more like it's not like I love it, but it's like I don't get necessarily like triggered by it.
yeah, and then you experience like yeah, that like mothers can be a little crazy and so much stuff, and
So
you
much.
say yes to every
And then you're
invitation.
just spinning like
Yeah,
Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. You're just like spinning away.
that's why my mom's son was like, no, you're not supposed to do everything like something every day. Like, you're also supposed to dare to just
Have a couple off days.
yeah, be bored, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because in a way, it's like your body will kind of like, if you don't listen to that, then your body will have to kind of make you feel sick or something to kind of calm you down.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel like the days you have off, you actually just it's nice to just lay in bed or like not doing too much.
Yeah, and just eat the random food like that's left over in your fridge and not even go to the store.
Yeah. So it is like kind of a cleaning time of releasing the ancestors and the noise. You're releasing the noise, but when you release the noise, you will hear the noise more.
That's
So it's
crazy
like
you
you're,
say that because like not this night, but the last night I told you I literally woke up, I had this crazy dream of like being in my parents' house and there was just some stuff happened. It was like a big story. I don't need to go into it in my parents' basement, the house I grew up in as a child. And then and then we moved in to my brother's old house. And then that morning I went down to do the laundry and the pipes exploded.
yeah,
It just like, and we're renting from my parents. So it's just like,
yeah. So that was
it
like,
felt very, not a coincidence, like it felt like a part of the dream I had.
yeah. So that kind of also happened like 3 weeks ago, a little bit like
Yeah.
that, and now it happened again now.
Yeah.
But that's where like, in a way, water and everything, like people are so like, I follow the moon and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when your body, when you start to like center in, your body becomes the moon. You don't need to follow these external rhythms. The flow is there, and it's kind of trusting that the flow
Yeah.
and the guidance.
Yeah.
There becomes a different kind of compass to follow. We realize that everything kind of, when you tap into the energy, then it becomes a different way of seeing that we're kind of connected in a way.
Yeah.
And then it becomes easier to just enjoy life, because then you really like, you really feel that you're connected to life,
Mm.
to the Holy Spirit, kind of. And then you can kind of start like enjoying it. There's an
Yeah.
enjoyment there, and that is kind of a new level now. To truly come into the body, it has to dare to be enjoyed,
Mm.
because you have to dare to participate with the flow, and there to
Yeah.
honor when you're off the flow, or like there's corrections to sometimes you space out and just, and then daring to take accountability and to,
Yeah.
and but also, receive it and then let it go and have fun with it.
Yeah, like I even took a new route to get to my brother's house yesterday and we found those four gold chairs. We would not, oh, maybe we would have seen it actually if we went the other way too, actually.
Who knows?
Who knows? But it was like
It
literally
was a different
a
route.
different route.
It was a different
And then
route.
we found these four golden chairs that I've been like searching online to find chairs and I just
And it did
really
feel
don't
like it
like
was the right
anything I
time, and then
see.
suddenly something pops up. So
Yeah.
that's where like,
And they were perfect and I was like, these are
yeah,
literally better than I could even
yeah.
imagine.
So that's just kind of like this teaching. A lot of people are kind of looking for something.
Yeah.
They have all these teachings,
The
the old
ease
teachings.
of life is literally right in front of your face and it is like almost it is too good to be true
It
because
kind of
it's so
merges with
simple
all, wherever
with
you are.
wherever
It
you are.
fits. It fits in and
Yeah.
becomes this kind of void space, or this energy
Yeah.
that helps kind of be the glue that brings all
Yeah.
this. You might be distorted and like separated and like dissociated with all this stuff,
Yes.
and then you need some glue to become a human. You have to
Mhm.
glue all these energies back together, so you can start coming back into the wholeness.
Yeah, the ease of life is more of like a reflective state of living.
Yeah,
It's like being in a consistent state of like a reflective revelatory place.
the place of being.
I was gonna say being, but it's kind of living. You're like living this.
Yeah,
It's like a being and a living, in and out,
being and living
breathing.
are kind of two sides of the same in a way.
Yeah,
It's like the energy and the space that you are.
yeah. And we haven't been to my parents' house in God, I don't know how long. And it wasn't we weren't supposed to go into the old. We were supposed to go to the new, and we were up high
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
new perspective
And
and
we saw the yard from a different point of view.
angle,
Yeah,
and all the neighbors' yards. And I've it's like I didn't even recognize the place I grew up in.
Yeah.
It was like totally new perspective, um, from like a more of an elevated state. I didn't even notice all the neighbors had all of these porches too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess our witnesses are having fun with the dog show.
Yeah. Well, good. I think we're kind of done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you want to talk a
Well,
little
it's
more?
just so funny. I didn't even finish my drink.
No? It felt that I'm almost done with
Oh,
my drink.
you're done with it. Then I should take a big swig.
A big swiggly swag. But yeah, it was suddenly it just heated up. It's been kind of cold this last week, and then suddenly now it's starting to.
Yeah, I haven't stepped on the yard. It feels like since the last.
Yeah, and suddenly it was dry. It's been kind of moist and
Yeah, it was
cold,
a
and
little
now.
cold. Now it's like
Yeah.
really gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
soon we'll even be in Norway.
Yeah, at least in a couple of months.
It's almost November, and then it's December.
Yeah, it is.
Well, cheers.
Well,
Thanks
cool.
for the beautiful conversation, Aviz.
Yeah. And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.